Your pinpoint forecast with meteorologist Cedric Haynes.
Good evening, Southwest Louisiana. We're tracking a lot of activity in the Weather Center tonight, anything from tropical systems to severe weather, including tornadoes and winter weather as well, the first winter storm of the season. So a lot to get to. 76 degrees right now in Lake Charles, dew point 73. It's very muggy, and as we go throughout the overnight hours, watch out for some patchy fog that may develop as we have that temperature and dew point so close there, and some moisture gets trapped and the lower levels of the atmosphere. You can see that fog developing. It can be pretty dense in some locations, just like this morning. Temperatures around the rest of the region still in the 70s and expected to pretty much fall into the lower 70s and kind of hold there tonight. Things are drying out on 7 Storm Vision HD. One little shower here moving through Vermilion Parish, now heading towards the Abbeville area. But overall, we're mainly on the dry side, and I think that trend will continue through the rest of the evening. But we are tracking some big changes. Obviously, your eyes are drawn to the south. That's that tropical moisture beginning to move in. Yes, believe it or not, from Karen, some of the beginning stages of that moisture beginning to lift to the north now. We're mainly dry again here, but I do think that'll change beginning tomorrow. But that's not the only thing that we're watching. We've got to go all the way to the north here in the Plain States. Again, we've got severe weather in Nebraska with tornadoes developing there. And then in the cold side of this system, yeah, look at this. The rain is starting to turn over to snow, and look at these darker blues here. That is heavy snow. They're going to be measuring snow 20, 30 inches plus with winds in the 40 to 50 mile per hour range. So blizzard conditions developing with this system. Now, as it moves to the south, we're not going to see the blizzard conditions, but we are going to see the cooler air filtering in behind the system, and it's going to help to keep this tropical system away from the area. So let's track this for you hour by hour. We'll start the clock out tonight. You can see the clouds will be increasing by morning. Some of that will be some of that patchy dense fog that may develop here. And then as we go throughout the morning and through the afternoon hours, we can see a few afternoon pop-up thunderstorms. We've got about a 30% chance there. Mainly some regular afternoon storms, nothing significant, but we could see some heavy downpours in some locations. And then as we go throughout your Friday night, all eyes will be turning to 2 systems. You see the 2 players now beginning to work their way onto the map, and it's going to be like a line of scrimmage almost developing across the area, and we'll see how that line of scrimmage moves. But you can see the cold front pushing to the south. At the same time, here comes our tropical system, and this is the latest run of our RPM computer model, the in-house model here at KPLC. And you can see by lunchtime Saturday, we're starting to see scattered showers and storms beginning to move in with some of that tropical moisture. Here's the cold front still across Oklahoma, beginning to push into Texas. And as we go throughout the late afternoon hours, here comes that system lifting to the north. Cold front coming in, we get the squeeze play. So we will see scattered showers and storms, especially Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. And then by Saturday night, this is where you start to see the changes. Here comes the cold front knocking on our door here in Southwest Louisiana as this tropical system begins to move towards the Louisiana coast. And then overnight, the front basically comes through the area by Saturday night into Sunday morning. That takes our tropical system here and moves it towards the northeast, towards Mobile, into the interior southeast. And then behind that cold front, yes, a blast of cool air. We call this a Canadian air mass coming straight down from Canada here on the train tracks. And that's going to bring in some much cooler air. We're talking about lows into the low 50s in some locations. Would not be surprised to see an upper 40 or 2 in the northeastern portions of the viewing area. Here's Karen again, winds of 65 miles per hour, gusts to 75. Thunderstorms now beginning to wrap around the center, so it's trying to get better organized. Still seeing some shear on the southwestern side. That's winds ripping it apart on the southwestern side, but continues to develop. Here's the latest spaghetti plot model showing us what we're expecting with this system, still indicating that that front gets here and passes through the area just in time to basically kick this system just off to our east. But, of course, we will continue to be tracking that for you here as over the next 84 hours. Notice the winds will increase out of the east. That will help pull in the surge, but notice here in southwest Louisiana, the northerly winds will begin to dry us out, and that will be a nice activity as it dries us out. Most of the heavy waves will stay off to our east as well, but we will see some high tides in the area. And that's about the main threat from the system that I'm expecting. But overall, rain chances look good on Saturday, especially Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. Much cooler heading in the next week.
Looking forward to it then.
The 70s and the 50s. It's going to be nice.
I can't believe that. All right.
Crazy.
Thanks a lot, Cedric. Coming